Hey everybody, welcome to Life on Turkey Lane. It's about supper time and I thought that I would just bring you along. We're not having anything fancy tonight. We're going to have kind of like turkey burgers smothered in mushroom sauce, mushroom gravy, if you will. And like I said, nothing fancy, but I thought I'd bring you along and show you what we're doing. Okay, so I've got a pound of ground turkey meat in my bowl here, and I've got about a half of a small onion, chopped pretty good. It's not in too small of pieces, but not in too big of pieces. I'm going to add that in there. And then I've got a little bit of garlic powder. Well, let me get this open because this is a new one, so. I'm going to sprinkle in just a little bit of garlic powder, probably maybe an eighth of a teaspoon, fourth of a teaspoon. And let's see, I forgot to get out my mushroom soup mix. I mean, not mushroom soup mix, onion soup mix. I'm going to put one package of onion soup mix. This is the Aldi brand, and it's only like 59 cents for 2 packages, so it's really cheap. But anyway, I'm just going to pour the whole package in there, which is going to make that extra oniony. And I'm just going to mix that up together. If you've ever used ground turkey, you know that you have to season it a lot because it doesn't really have a whole lot of flavor. And so that's why I'm using the Lipton onion soup mix, and I'm making a mess here. It'd be better if I did this with my hands, but I really don't want to stick my hands in the bowl tonight. And even though my hands are clean, well, it's not going to matter because I'm going to have to pat these out into patties anyway. But I just really didn't want to get all this meat all on my fingers. But anyway, I'm just going to mix that up good. Still got just a little bit of this. It's still kind of frozen in the middle. So trying to get that all mixed up there. And now that onion soup mix already has salt in it, so I'm not going to put any salt in this. I think I am going to get a little bit of pepper though. I'm just going to form this into some patties. And since turkey doesn't have a lot of fat in them, so the size of my patties won't shrink down very much at all. And like I said, I have 1 pound of meat, so I'm thinking we should get about 4 decent sized patties out of this. And I'm just shaping them into patties like if I was making hamburgers. Now, because this has onion in it, my son will not eat them, period. And I was thinking about putting some, like some of the mini peppers in it, but I'm out of them. So, which that's a lucky thing for my daughter because she doesn't really like peppers either. I get my ground turkey, most of the time I get it from Aldi. And it's only like, I don't know if it's like $1.50 a pound, somewhere around there. So it's not super expensive and it's pretty good. So I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Guys, I'm telling you, I usually use Dawn dish liquid, and this last time I bought the Great Value brand that's supposed to be like Dawn. And I will tell you, now, I'm not against Walmart brand stuff, but ever since I've had this bottle, I have to unstop the top of it every time I go to use it because it's like clogs up on the little spout there, and I can't get any soap out of it. So that really makes me mad. I won't buy it again. Anyway, so I've got my patties here, and I'm going to go over to the stove. Let me bring you over here in just a second. Okay, so we're going to have some broccoli and cauliflower florets to go along with our supper. And I'm going to move that over to this side because it's pretty much done. And I'm just going to get it off the heat here. I'm going to put my frying pan on here. Let's see. And like I said, if you know anything about turkey, it doesn't have any fat in it. So you are going to need some oil for your pan. So I'm just going to put a couple tablespoons of oil in here and let it start getting heated up. And I'm just using a vegetable oil. It's nothing fancy. Normally I would use olive oil, but I ran out. So this is just vegetable oil and it'll work just fine. Let that heat up and I will be right back. The oil should be hot and I've started some water because to go along with these I'm going to have some of these chicken noodles that you get from Knorr and the pasta sides. And actually my burner's probably a little too hot for these, but we'll see. I turned it down some, but what are you guys having for dinner tonight, or what is one of your normal weeknight dinners? See if I can get you raised up here. Pointed at me a little bit. Get this out of the way. So what are you guys having for dinner tonight? Are you, is it dinner time where you're at? Are you watching at dinner time or while you're eating supper maybe? What are you having? And do you normally have easy stuff during the week, or do you do a full-fledged meal every single night of the week? Are you a stay-at-home mom or woman who does the full spread all the time? Or how do you do dinner at your house? Drop me a comment and let me know. Or if you have a good recipe that is one of your family favorites or something, drop that in a comment to me. I'd be happy to try it and maybe even share it on the channel. And I'm just getting a good kind of crust on my meat here. I'm gonna flip those over. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to Life on Turkey Lane, I would really appreciate for you to do that. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it. I have a whole bunch of things planned that I'd like to share with you that should be coming up here pretty soon. I would like to give you kind of a little bit of a tour around our property and let you see our animals. We did just have baby bunnies, and I'm so excited about those. I haven't gone out to see them yet today. She just had them this morning, and so, or overnight, and so I haven't seen them yet, and I want to go out there and look at those if they're uncovered enough to. And then, but I'd like to show you around the property. We did have, and I should have took a video of our yard cleanup this past weekend. We did our annual spring kind of yard cleanup, and I was doing some raking and some picking up of sticks and different things, and I planted a few flowers in one of our small flower beds, and just got things looking a little better. I still have to mulch the big flower bed yet this year, which I don't know if I'm going to get to that here real soon or not, but so anyway, I should have videoed everything that I was doing and brought you along, but it's just one of those things. I got out there and was just working and didn't think about it. And also I have a couple recipes that I'm going to be sharing with you soon, and of course part 2 of the pantry, or my makeshift pantry makeover, will be coming up here soon. And also, as promised to one of my viewers, I will be sharing kind of like a tutorial of how to thread up a sewing machine. As soon as I get my machine out again, which hopefully should be in the next couple of weeks, I plan on sharing that. So be looking forward to that kind of stuff. Anyway, it's going to take a little while for these to cook because they're, you know, it's turkey meat, and I want to make sure that they are cooked all the way through, because if you know anything about poultry or chicken, turkey, things like that, it can't be medium rare or medium or anything like that. It has to be cooked all the way through. So I'm going to let these cook for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while those turkey patties are cooking up over there, I'm going to go ahead and start making the mushroom sauce to go over them. And it's just real simple. It's just a can of cream of mushroom soup and a little bit of milk. I'm going to use relatively about a half can of that milk there. Just going to mix that, stir that up in there to get all that good cream of mushroom soup out of there. And I'm just going to whisk it together. Make sure it's nice and smooth. There's no lumps in there. Got milk on my hand. I just love this little whisk. I think I got it from Dollar Tree, but it's a small one and I love it. It fits my hand good. It's good for small things. So I'll be back when these turkey patties are ready. Okay, so the turkey patties are almost done cooking, but I'm going to go ahead and put the sauce on there and let them just simmer in the sauce just a little while. I turned the burner down on low because I don't want my sauce to burn or anything. I'm just going to kind of pour it on top there. Get a scraper here. Now I do make a, I call it a turkey meatloaf. And you know, most people put like a red sauce on like the regular hamburger meatloaf. But I put a mushroom gravy sauce on my turkey meatloaf, and it is way good. And it's super delicious. And I'm going to make that for you sometime too. It's probably going to be a little while in the future. But, and I'm just kind of wanting to coat all these patties. That one broke apart. But I just want to coat all these patties in that sauce, and then we're going to let it simmer for just a little bit. Oh, I made a mess there. My normal practice to make a mess. Just going to stir those noodles a little bit. They're boiling away. They should be done in a couple minutes. I'm going to get a fork and test this. I want to make sure the broccoli and stuff is done. Yeah, now this was frozen, so one time now. Clean that little bit of a mess up here real quick so it don't burn on top of the stove. Probably would help if I had some paper towels out, but I don't know where they... Oh, I see them back there. They are kind of hiding from me. Anyway, I'm just going to let that simmer in there and cook for just a little bit. Put a lid on it. Put a lid on it for a little bit. So what does supper time look like at your house? Do you guys all sit down at the table every night? I know my family is horrible. We don't hardly ever sit down at the table. It's a really bad habit we've gotten into, but a lot of times we're just so tired. The kids usually take their food to their rooms or wherever. I know that's a mortal sin. And me and Dad usually eat ours in the living room. And I know that's another mortal sin. Now when the kids were younger, we used to eat at the table most of the time. But as we've gotten a little older and everybody's gotten a little older and done their own thing, they go off and do their own things, and they don't want to come and sit at the table anymore anyway. So most of the time we don't even dine at the table unless it's like a big Sunday dinner or something like that. So drop a line and tell me how you guys do it at your house. Do you always sit at the table at night? Is there a certain time every night you have dinner, or how do you do it at your house? I'd love to hear about your family and what you do. So leave me some comments. Let me know what you're doing. Okay guys, so everything is done, and I'm going to go ahead and make me up a plate here so I can taste it for you. Get my gravy spoon in here. Probably have plenty of gravy over the meat, but just a little bit of gravy over the meat there. Big old helping of broccoli and cauliflower because it's so good for you. Get some of these noodles here. Okay guys, so there you have it. There's our supper tonight. We have turkey patties or turkey loaf with mushroom gravy, some broccoli and cauliflower, and some chicken noodles. And that's dinner. So I thank you guys for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and this meal. And I hope you'll try it at your house. And like I said, share a comment to let me know what you cook in the middle of the week or whatever. And I'd be more than happy to try out your recipe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to subscribe to Life on Turkey Lane. So anyway, guys, there you have it. I'm going to get off here and go have supper. But anyway, until next time, I pray the Lord blesses you and have a wonderful night. Bye.